If you want to make an extra $1,000 this month using AI, but without any coding skills or complicated tech stack, stick around. I'm going to break down 5 AI side hustles step by step, and I'll show you exactly how each one can make you money. Side hustle number 1, AI outreach and lead generation. Businesses always want more customers, and this is where AI tools give you an advantage. Let's say that I want to pitch a business that sells marketing services that I can get them high quality leads. Instead of just telling them that I can do this, I would prove it. Okay, but how do you do that? Well, I would hand them over 2 or 3 high quality leads for free. That way, they see that I can deliver value before they have to sign an agreement. And I would get those leads in one of 2 ways. So option 1 is I use Apollo to find their exact target clients. And Apollo is really great because it lets you filter by industry, company size, even buyer intent. And then I would set up automations so Apollo handles the outreach through email or LinkedIn. And once the lead shows interest, I pass it on. Okay, you're gonna ask, but what do I do if they were interacting with brand X, which is me, and then I pass them over to brand Y? Well, it's pretty simple. I would just position myself as a marketing partner who collaborates with agencies, or like a consultant. Option 2 is that I build a simple AI-generated website that's branded as a marketing agency. And when inquiries come in, I would outsource the work to freelancers and keep the margin. This one requires a bit of work on the SEO front, but it's nothing that you can't find online how to do. And once I've shown proof of value, I would negotiate a fee per lead. So let's say that each client is worth $1,500 a month to the agency. Even if you take just 15% from that, you would earn $225 per 1 lead. So that means you only need 5 leads a month to hit $1,000. And 5 is not a big number when this system is automated. Side hustle number 2, AI-powered content creation. Businesses are desperate right now for content, especially startups. And they know that they need to stay visible online, but most founders don't have the time or the skill to sit down and write LinkedIn updates or YouTube scripts. And this is where you've got an edge. Founder-led marketing is one of the biggest trends right now. People want to hear directly from the person that's running the business. They want to know the founder's story, their lessons, their perspective. The problem is it takes a lot of time. Here's how I would do it. I would start by looking at a company's or individual's existing content, their Instagram, LinkedIn posts, or a blog that they've written. And then I would feed those into ChatGPT or a tool like EasyGen and ask it to generate new content in the same tone of voice. For example, if they post once a month on LinkedIn, I could instantly create 10 extra posts that match their style, giving them nearly a month worth of content in a single afternoon. And if they have a long-form video on YouTube, I would edit it with Opus and Captions app and make a high-quality short form out of it in seconds. And the pitch is pretty simple. I'll help you stay consistent on LinkedIn or any other platform that you focus on without you having to do anything. Okay, Vicky, this all sounds great, but how do I get those clients? Well, to land clients, I would reach out and offer 1 free sample post that proves that I can nail their tone and style. And once they see that, I would pitch a package like 8 posts a month for $200. And if you do the math, 5 clients on that package equals $1,000 a month. And that's not counting the upsells that you can do, like adding a blog post, newsletter, or even YouTube scripts. And remember, people are already paying freelancers for this. It's nothing new. But using AI tools gives you a competitive edge because you can create posts really quickly. You just need to be really good at prompt engineering. Side hustle number 3. AI tutoring and training. Businesses right now are rushing to adopt AI tools. But here's the problem. Their teams don't know how to use them properly. And that's a huge opportunity for you. Here's what I would do. I would design a workshop around a very practical outcome, like how do you save 20 hours a week using Microsoft Copilot? course for marketing professionals. Because lots of companies are rolling out Copilot, but very few are actually showing their teams how to use it in daily work. And the workshop can include things like practical demos of how you save time on emails, reports, or meetings, safeguards and frameworks. So what's safe to share with AI and what isn't. And I would tailor the training for that specific company so staff know exactly what they can and cannot do. You can deliver it face-to-face if you're working with local firms or on Zoom for remote companies. And here's the thing. If you show that your training can save employees hours of work, mid-sized companies are more than happy to pay. Even $2,000 for a single workshop is really realistic because the return for them is massive. And if you're using this strategy to pitch training, the key is to niche down as much as possible. Instead of offering something broad like AI training for businesses, which is super generic, I would position it as something highly specific. For example, AI copywriting for real estate agents. Write listings and emails in minutes. Because now it feels like the workshop was built for that exact company. And when they compare your offer to someone else pitching a generic AI course, they will choose you because you've clearly understood their world, their challenges, and the tools their team already uses. Another way I would run this is through co-working spaces. So imagine partnering with a place like WeWork, Workspace, or Fora. I would pitch them this. I run practical AI workshops for professionals. Let's host one here. Because the benefit for them is obvious. It makes their co-working space look innovative, it adds value to their members, and all they have to do is just provide a meeting room. And I bet that some of these co-working spaces will be happy to help you with promotion. They will send an email to the members or let you put up posters around the place. And then you just sell tickets at, say, $50 each. With just 20 signups, that's $1,000 from a single session. And once the workshop is built, you can reuse it over and over again. Side hustle number 4, AI chatbot building for businesses. Now, this one is gold for local businesses. You see, a lot of small businesses still waste hours every week answering the same questions from customers. And this is where there is opportunity. Restaurants are a perfect example. People call to ask, do you offer private dining? Or do you have gluten-free options? And if you want to book a table, you often still need to call the restaurant directly. That's where your AI chatbot comes in. Here's how I would do it. I would use a tool like Chatbot to create a simple chatbot that connects to the restaurant's website or even their WhatsApp. And the bot can instantly answer FAQs, link to the menu, and most importantly, connect directly to their booking system so people can reserve tables without ever having to pick up the phone. And believe me, Gen Z hates to do that. But it doesn't stop there. The chatbot could also promote events like Live Jazz Friday or 2-for-1 pizza night. And it could upsell customers while they are booking because it's basically like their 24/7 digital waiter who never sleeps. Plus, the cherry on top is that it creates a smoother customer experience. Okay, how do I get started? Well, I would pick a business that I want to pitch, grab the information from their website, and quickly create a demo chatbot to show them what's possible. And once they see it working with their own content, the sale becomes much easier. Side hustle number 5, AI SEO optimization. Every business wants to rank high on Google, but there's a newer reality. It's not just about Google anymore, because tools like ChatGPT, Bing, Copilot, Perplexity are already being used as search engines. And if a business doesn't show up there, it's basically invisible to a whole new audience. And this is where AI SEO optimization comes in. I would start by offering a free AI SEO audit. And this is a simple, high-value way to show businesses what they're missing out on. Okay, but how do you do the audit? Well, step 1 is you do traditional SEO checks. So I would use tools like GTmetrix to test site speed and performance, or Ubersuggest to highlight weak keywords and poor on-page SEO. Step 2 is AI visibility test. I would go into ChatGPT or Perplexity and ask questions like, best Italian restaurant in Manchester. And if the business doesn't appear in the answer, that's the proof that they're invisible to AI search right now. I would screenshot or record this as my before evidence. Step 3 is competitor check. I would ask AI about their competitors, and if the rivals show up and they don't, that's another powerful gap to highlight in the audit. Then I would pitch them the AI SEO fix in 30 days. And if you're thinking, well, this is all great, Vicky, but I know nothing about AI SEO. I created a number of YouTube shorts where I go over what you can do to improve ranking, and I created a free checklist which will help you. I'll put a link to these in the description down below. But let's go over this really quickly. Well, in general, improving ranking in LLMs comes down to making your website easier for them to read and cite. So a few high impact changes include things like adding alternative text to images so AI can understand what's on the page, or creating an FAQ section because structured Q&A content is incredibly easy for AI to pull into its answers, or making sure that key text isn't trapped inside graphics or banners. After optimization, I would run the same tests as in the beginning. And if they now appear in the answer, that's visible proof of success. I would back that up with Google Search Console data, showing more impressions, clicks, and higher rankings. The key point is this: it's not just a nice to have. For many businesses, each new customer is worth hundreds or even thousands of pounds. And showing up in AI search could easily be the difference between winning or losing those customers. Now, you don't need to do all 5 of these. In fact, the real trick is to pick just one, niche down, and focus. Because if you do that, hitting your first $1,000 this month is completely realistic. And here's the bonus. When you niche down, you're not just another freelancer. You become the person who helps restaurants with chatbots, or the person who runs AI workshops for HR teams. And that focus makes you stand out, get referrals, and you're able to charge more. Plus, every one of those hustles pays you twice, once in cash and once in skills that your current boss will thank you for, or future one. And in my next video, I'm going to go deep on Apollo AI, how to use it to automate outreach and get leads on autopilot. So if this is something that you're interested in, subscribe to this channel and I'll see you there.